Hello everybody and what's up, welcome again to another video. I'm the BlightedRa from Skycoach, and today we're going to analyze Schalke's mid laner's LeBlanc. So, I've noticed that Cassiopeia was a difficult matchup, including for me, but in this game, he does pretty well over here. So, we're going to analyze how he starts and how he plays the game. As in for his runes, he takes Taste of Blood, Raven's Hunter, Zombie Ward. He also takes Mana Flowban and Transcendence, but he starts Corrupting Potion, so that's really weird that he didn't take Time Warp Tonic, but I guess that Mana Flowban is also important or also viable because you really have a lot of mana issues. For example, LeBlanc starts with 300 mana, meanwhile Cassiopeia starts with 400 mana, but Cassiopeia spells and not even that, Cassiopeia spells are cheaper and more spammable, meanwhile LeBlanc's W is 60 mana, level 1. And the Ethereal Chains are 70 mana. So your combo at level 3 is kinda really expensive at 120, 180 mana, which is almost half of more than half of your mana pool at level 1. So there's that. He goes for CS pretty early into the game, so he doesn't try to go and poke. There it is. I guess Cassiopeia also have as you can see, like, there's no way he can match it level 1 because Cassiopeia is just way too broken, and meanwhile he has 18 seconds cooldown on his W, but whenever he has distortion he's going to go in for 1. But you cannot go in for a distortion play if you don't have level 2. Uses Corrupting Potion to deal that bit of extra damage. That minion just ends up suiciding to it, so they're unlucky. By the way, Serruss is right now sitting at Challenger, so he's doing well for himself. Cassiopeia gets lane priority and he cannot really affect it, but he should be glad that they really changed it. Another minion suicide, just really unfortunate. He tries to zone Cassiopeia from the Cammy, and this is how he starts the fight. But her damage and her HP pool is just way too huge for him to actually win again. It doesn't matter what he lands, he's always gonna lose that if she lands any spell on him, and at this level of play it's really ridiculous to expect that he would just dodge everything that she has. And here comes Corrupting Potion into play, allowing him to sustain multiple, well, not failed frames, I would say, or what I would say, multiple frays that he is not allowed to win. Recent comes and Karthus comes, so both junglers are focusing the same lane because it was so obvious that Karthus was going to go, so he can just decide to cancel those hits. Karthus takes some, and he allows LeBlanc to recall. And since it's the Cammy anyway, when Cassiopeia is out of mana, it's really a bad decision that GRE Punisher decided to stay, and let's see that in a moment. As you can see, Cassiopeia is kind of trapped in lane. Let's see what runes she went for. She went for, well, Phase Rush, Taste of Blood, Ravenous Hunter, Mana Flowban, Celerity, and Scorch. So she's going for Scorch, which allows her to win in early trades, basically compensating for the lack of Corrupting Potion. Serruss tries to freeze the lane, which is something that he should try to do. Maybe he will deny Cassiopeia a minion or two, but I believe that the save is way too huge and he cannot really freeze it. As we will see over here, minions, all of them are just trying to die, trying to int. They're pretty equal in CS right now, but Cassiopeia has more items because she had more CS as she recalled. But the XP wheel sways towards the LeBlanc's way. Try to go for a combo, what a mechanical outplay. Here comes the Rakan, and here comes the Pike too. Wow. Okay, I've never seen, well, such a good game, actually. I've never seen such great teamwork and team communication right there. And all these predictions that come left, right, and center. This is just a beautiful level of play, honestly. Something's happening over here. He tries to cut off the Cassiopeia, but he doesn't win this. As you can see, Cassiopeia with the Miasma goes with another spell. Just because he misses one spell, he gets punished. It's a very oppressive matchup towards LeBlanc. That's why a lot of people really don't like to play LeBlanc to Cassiopeia, and only because of the Miasma. It's just because, just in case you do not kill her, be sure that she'll kill you and your teammates. Ignite is always ready. He chose to fight because he has some late priority. Is allowed to join it, but it's something going to happen over here. The team fights with the Sonic Wave. Double dash from the block. Chains on the Lucian. Ezreal just ignites him, and the auto attack finishes him off. He can go back to mid lane with a kill. Oh wait, is he? He tries to fight this one more time. It's not gonna happen. It's really bad. MX8. Sonic Wave lands. Does he want to connect? It doesn't connect. And no, the Lucian ints it out. He could have backed off. Well, he could have backed off actually, because he was going to give a kill to the Varus, but it doesn't matter. He gave it to the LeBlanc. So right now, mid lane is kind of trouble. As Cassiopeia, without Tear of the Goddess, can't really push the wave because she'll run out of mana. Because her spell, even though she has 1,000 mana pool, it's actually disgusting how much mana she has without having to buy a single mana item. Meanwhile, as LeBlanc, you have Lost Chapter, which is 300 mana, so basically we have 800 mana pool, but Cassiopeia has 1,000 almost. Well, now even more. Tries to freeze the lane as always. Even though that Cassiopeia has recalled, he wants to try to put the lane in a position where he can always be able to go for Distortion, Ethereal Chains combo. Meanwhile, making sure that Cassiopeia loses a minion or two. Now the waves are stacking, so it's really hard to freeze. Is Cassiopeia going to try to stop the slow push, or is he going to just allow it? That's the question that we will find out. Lee Sin is always there. He's always there. Trying to protect his mid lane now, shadowing. These tools, I'm really not a fan of them because they've never helped either teams, sorry. Gothis expects that the Lee Sin is going to try and counter jungle him because that's what Lee Sin has to do. It's his mission, but Gothis clears the jungle way too fast. LeBlanc's just trailing by 4 minions, but she has 2 kills. Here's the thing, like, you think that she'd have the kill pressure, kill potential on Cassiopeia? What a beautiful option, really punish it. Goes in. Maybe she just see a minion. This is actually ridiculous. Rakan comes. She almost killed LeBlanc with Rakan's shield. Such fast reactions with the ultimate. He could have left, but he really greeted for the kill. He thought it was possible, and it would have been possible had Rakan hadn't been there. This would have been a kill, even though that he had a lead. LeBlanc is a really good champion to play, but right now you're pretty much team dependent if you get your lead. But once you get your lead, you can use it for 10 to 15 minutes. No mechanical outplays, nothing too crazy, just knowing how to set up the lane, allowing yourself to be gankable is a skill of its own. Therefore, this is what we can take or appreciate from this game. Going for the dragon, going for the dragon, exerting some pressure, zoning away from it, helping your team, basically. Rakan flashes, ground entrance, paired with the quickness, gets the free kill for LeBlanc. What more do you want, Serruss? That is a beautiful game that you're playing, my friend. Now what will he do? Zombie Wall gives him only 1 AP. I'm surprised that he went Zombie Wall but not goes 4-0. Maybe he knew that he is not going. So here's the thing. So how to choose? I think that if he cannot get priority in lane, you shouldn't go for Ghost 4, you should just go for Zombie Wall. Because once you decide to go Ghost 4, it means that you're really trying to look for deep pause in the jungle, so the 4 sees the enemy champion, and it basically gives you what it should, which is basically AP. But since he cannot do that this game, which I think he expected, you go for Zombie Ward. Or maybe he just likes Zombie Ward. Destroys another ward, puts a Zombie Ward instead of it. Cassiopeia goes for the ulti miasma, but then Stunner doesn't have enough damage right now. LeBlanc's just way too strong with that. Luden's Echo and 10 Dark Seal stacks at 30 minutes. It's really hard to lane against that LeBlanc now. It's really hard to lane. He didn't have to dodge anything, he didn't have to do anything. Just a clean cut combo. Resets it, then does it again, waits for it to cool down. Simple play, nothing really fancy, but the safest play is the best play, and when the safest play is to go for a kill, that's what you should do, my friends.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Basically just trying to exert pressure a little, like going on the missing A wall thing. The quick Rakan comes, misses the ground entrance, free kill for Cassiopeia. What the hell was that? That was a really bad kill to give. Cassiopeia now has blue buff, she can shove this in all day. LeBlanc doesn't have enough HP to fight her anymore. I think he's just waiting for his ultimate. That would do anyway. The ultimate is coming up in 4 seconds, same time as his original distortion. So he can probably flash and double dash on top of the Cassiopeia and then QE. This combo may have enough damage to kill Cassiopeia. If not, then you're kinda screwed. Oh, there comes the Aurelia with the flawless duel, gets the stun, and does she? And she does get that. Gets pulled in by the fight, trying to play by the just misses that completely. 7 seconds comes with an ult. Dragon kick lands. Spike. Uses his somersault away. Such a dirty mid lane. Almost everyone in this game showed up mid lane by now, except the Jax. And here's what's so strong about LeBlanc right now. It isn't the solo kill potential, it's that her potential of setting up the kills is really high. That's why she's kinda still contested, but in a way, you're really not. Because all of these nerfs, 18 seconds, rank 1 on distortion, nerfed AP ratios on your Q from 80% to 60% on both rocks, which is a 25% nerf. On an assassin, that's a lot. Well, right now you don't even need to play the matchup correctly, because once you start getting ahead, and you have Orb of Oblivion and Sorcerer's Shoes, it's kinda dumb. And 10 Ducktail stacks, it's kinda dumb. And now he's not dying, keeping up his lead. 144 CS in 18 minutes. Lee Sin comes, Dragon Kick, Sonic Wave connects. Nothing comes out of it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now you just have to CS and play this as best as possible. Just trying to exert pressure in the enemy jungle rather than just staying and running it down mid lane every time and then recalling. Yes, sure, he doesn't have a high of a mana pool, but anytime there's a fight and he has like 3 spells, he can influence the fight with his very influential mana. And Spike just goes there for a solid hit, just for good measure, just in case he didn't int his game enough. This is 5th death alongside, actually they all die more than 4 times, which is just really questionable. Jack this, yep. Wonderful. Electricity struck. Why do you go for why do you go for the Football World Champion? Just because you can. Oh my god, he just gets blown up. Okay. Oh wow. Wow, this is just insane. And look how good this Baron is. It's on 20 minutes Baron by Karthus jungle. Every time he hit a Q, he hit the max damage Q. At 20 minutes, Aurelia can tank the Baron, Karthus can just go for the Baron and assist her in doing it. That's because they have a huge lead and set themselves up for this. And this is the importance of catching up with the time and not allowing yourself to fall behind the level and XP, because this is all possible and you can do it. Even though he has 13 kills and 7 assists, it shouldn't matter that much because it's just fun to have the same XP but maybe not the same items. This is not Conqueror and doesn't die basically, because why die when you can just basically stay there forever, right? Why would you be allowed to die, or why would you be allowed to kill someone when you only have, I don't know, 8 dog seal stacks and 2 items in 20 minutes? It's just, yeah, it's just unfair for other people. They should just be allowed to live. This is the chain. He could have actually completed handle the land of the chain and he's getting pinged by his teammates, but his teammates shouldn't have forced him to land the chain only. And that was just something really weird that we will never talk about. There isn't much in here. I think they end up surrendering this because, realistically speaking, a fed Karthus at 20 minutes is not something that you want to go against, especially when your AD carry is a Lucian and you're against the Varus. As you can see, Karthus just, we are able to do his ultimate. This is the 3rd kill, and now they have Baron. They're going for the push. They're going for the end. Before anything happens, they just end up surrendering this game. Alt F4. This is actually good. This is how you play the matchup. This setup is the most important part. The lane control, the wave management. This is what's important. And that was Schalke04 Serruss. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right or not. And I'm the BlightedRa with SkyCoach. I'll see you in another video.